Hello, beautiful soul family, and welcome back to my channel. How are you? This is probably going to be an interesting reading. I almost started early. I typically pull and channel messages and then come on and film. And I almost decided to film right after I received this really powerful message for the Divine Masculine. But Spirit did guide me to finish out the reading as I typically do. I may end up pulling cards throughout the reading. We shall see. This is going to be a general collective twin flame reading. I'm going to be diving deep into the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, in their headspace, their heart space, and how that's manifesting in the physical plane. Before I get started, just a reminder, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine energies exist within us. You could be seeing this reflected back to you within your own energy or reflected back to you within a divine counterpart. So I'm gonna jump right into this message that's coming through for the Divine Masculine. I was asking Spirit about the headspace of the Divine Masculine collective, and I was getting the Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands, and that alone is very beautiful energy on the headspace. That is wanting to create a foundation of abundance, a foundation of balance and unity, and desiring success in that, and how what's on their headspace is how can I be successful in this, and then on their heart space is I got the card of the Lovers, Judgment, and Page of Pentacles. Now the Divine Masculine, their head and their heart space are very much lined up here, and the success that they're desiring is related to the union energies, the union within, the union without. There does seem to be this Judgment Day that has recently come in for the Divine Masculine. Again, I think the Divine Masculine collective has been moving through multiple, I would say, like these mini awakenings where they really see clearly the path. And I feel that recently, or maybe coming in the very near future, is this like very clear picture of the path. And it's so powerful that it almost does, the way that they're giving me this energy is like this 360 okay set go for the Divine Masculine, like it's go time. And I feel like the Divine Masculine was actually waiting for this last green light from Spirit, because I got this energy of I still don't understand, and then right on top of that, awake, like the alarm went off. And then next to that, clarifying that energy, is I come from a different planet and door to the Akashic Records. I do think that this might have come through, again, in a dream or meditation, or possibly, again, plant medicine. Like this message or that clarity was so clear for the Divine Masculine collective, and we've been talking about this for a while, that there really is no going back. And I feel like the Divine Masculine collective that I've been channeling here has been making very significant steps towards alignment and staying in alignment with their soul mission, their soul path, and what is in alignment with their heart. Now, the interesting message here that I got for the Divine Masculine collective is I asked Spirit to clarify this energy of the Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. And this card of Risk tried to come out of the deck, but then flipped itself back into the deck, and it took me a couple shuffles to find this card. I tried to fan them all out and find the card, and the message I was getting from Spirit is that this is a very I don't know if secretive is the best word for it, but this is an energy that the Divine Masculine is keeping under wraps. They are preparing to take a massive risk. But what's interesting is the way they're giving it to me is calculated risk, which I don't know if that's an oxymoron. But they are keeping this very close to only themselves, and there's a few reasons for this. The messages I was getting from Spirit is that this is being divinely guided. They have been asked, they're being guided to keep this as quiet as possible, there is this energy of not wanting to get distracted, and I did pull this in an energy here when I was pulling for the union energies. The card that I got, and I feel like heavily is related to this hidden risk energy is discernment empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your intentions. Like a fierce-sounding flute cutting through all vibrations with purity and intent, your discernment allows you to stay true to your values without getting caught up in distraction. To grow spiritually through love, joy, peace, and abundance, make high vibrational choices that feel good to you. And I'm laughing because I'm looking down at these cards. I pulled this energy here of the Sun and Ace of Cups, and what I heard was love and abundance and joy. And this is the energy that they are anchoring a foundation in. Everything that is not in alignment with abundance, joy, love is being completely cut out. And I do feel like the divine masculines are following they're giving me following divinely guided instructions on how to remove themselves from any situation that is not aligned with joy, love, passion, abundance. And it's really beautiful energy. This is a lot of assistance for the divine masculine at this time, to come into a foundation of this energy and to anchor in that union within in a physical way. It's beautiful, and it's what's on the heart space is exactly that. You see here, being called into this union of divine masculine, divine feminine, and taking that first step to create that foundation that is tangible, that is physical. So an offer, it's like the first building pinnacle towards a serious foundation for this union. And so the message that was coming through, and there was a few different messages for this risk. I do feel that this risk is probably related to, home and family, and removing themselves from situations that may be a little bit tricky because of contracts, because of, I am getting a little bit of that energy of possible mental illness or just erratic behavior, unpredictable behavior of family members or those that may have been close or are close to the divine masculine. And this is a reason that they're being divinely guided to keep some of their moves under wraps and to really kind of keep those actions to themselves. They are kind of creating, the imagery that they're giving me is, and this is a little heavy, but for those that are planning an escape route from a situation that they have felt very trapped in. So sometimes in abusive situations, there is a need for there to be a plan put in place that is kept obviously very quiet in order to see the plan out. So that is the energy that I'm getting for this. I do feel like that's why that risk card was flipped back into the deck. They are being very quiet, and this is related to the deep solitude that the divine masculine has been in for a little bit of time now. And it's just interesting because they have been awaiting further orders from their guidance. They are in trust of follow the leader energy. They are truly following their internal compass, their internal divine feminine, their higher self, their guides, source energy is their guiding light at this time. It's just, they're giving me such an overwhelming feeling of that. There's been so much clarity given to the divine masculine. They've received very clear instructions, and clarity. It cannot be denied. Now, there is also this message that I wanted to bring forward for those that may have, been in communication and then went into a little bit of some solitude energy within the physical plane for divine masculine, divine feminine for the twins. And I'm getting this energy from the divine masculine of, you still take my breath away. The imagery that they were giving me is this, they're showing me this individual that keeps trying to speak and keeps trying to speak on their feelings. And they're so overwhelmed and almost distracted by the energy, the high vibrational energy in the presence of divine love, that it takes away their breath and takes away the words. Because I got that energy of, again, getting kind of like just caught up in the moment and distracted, and then forgetting what they were going to say, and not knowing how to say it. Because I got the energy of, you are so special to me, even though I told you otherwise, and there are still so many unsaid things between us. I do feel like this is within the energy and something that both the divine masculine, divine feminine are thinking about. And I think all of you that resonate with this energy can understand that, of kind of having this idea in your head of what it is that you're going to say, and then when you're sitting in the energy, it's almost as if you are just the frequency is so high that it's almost like you cannot find the words in that energy to align with what it was that you were going to say, because what you had decided you wanted to say was developed in an energy that wasn't in that high frequency. I hope that makes sense. And I think that's where we keep getting caught up in trying to express ourselves, especially in this connection, is that when we are in the presence of the energy, it is so high frequency and high vibration that the messages or what it is that we thought that we wanted to say is just not in alignment with it, because it was decided upon when we were in an energy that wasn't in full alignment with the high frequency of the union energies. I hope that makes sense. So this is an energy that's related to the risk. There seems to be this energy of no longer, they are painfully aware of the options that they've been presented with in the past, and the decisions that they've made in the past that they've chosen. I'm speaking of the divine masculine here. Not that this can't apply to divine feminine, but painfully reminded of the choices that they've made in the energy of which manifested from those decisions that were not in alignment with their soul mission, their soul purpose, that was not in alignment with their heart's desire. Again, we do have free will and we can make these decisions, but it seems as if the divine masculine in this collective has awoken up to higher heart energy, source energy, and they choose that. They are choosing that now. And so these options are just not relevant to the divine masculine I'm speaking to in this collective here, because they're aware that the only cup that they desire is this Ace of Cups, that is in alignment with their heart, that is in alignment with source energy, that's in alignment with their soul mission, their soul path. And so they're kind of, it feels like they're just closing out all of the other options. And again, they're not going to choose these alternative pathways anymore, because they're very awake. And I'm getting that message of they've made an oath. They're aware of what it is that they're doing here, and the magnitude of that. And they're not willing to play small anymore, is the energy that I'm getting. They are putting down their wands. I got this Nine of Wands in reverse. They are no longer trying to protect themselves, because there was nothing to protect themselves from other than their highest purpose. That's the way that they're giving it to me. It's kind of like they realized, it's like they woke up and they're like, oh my gosh, what have I been protecting myself all along? Like happiness, joy, love, abundance, all of these high vibration. Why have I been protecting myself from this? Because they, sorry for the planes, they now see it clearer than ever, of their wish granted, their wish fulfilled. It's almost as if like they got the message that they had been like protecting themselves from like the wish that they asked for, that they've always desired and always wanted. It's just that they weren't seeing it clearly. They were kind of like in this illusionary state of like not knowing which cup to choose. I don't know, and now that they're awake and their heart is open and that they're in alignment, they know this cup, this Ace of Cup, without even second guessing it. They know how this is different from all of the other cups. This is a card that I got for the union energies that I wanted to read. It's Goddess of Spring. Healing and transformation brings you blessings now. You were asked to remember that light can come from even the darkest beginnings, that spring only ever comes after winter. The challenge can be to trust the winter will end. Exploring the unknown parts of yourself will result in self-discovery and a healing rebirth for you. I feel that this past winter for a lot of us was a lot of cleaning house energy, a lot of just cleaning out the cobwebs, and it did feel a little stagnant. And now now spring is here, and the energy is picking up, and things are moving, and the doors are open. And again, I keep channeling that we're in that portal energy of the open door. The opportunity is here, it's on the doorstep, and you have cleared the space. If you've done your work through the winter time, you have created the space for this all of the abundance that's coming in this spring. And I even got that when I was asking for guidance for the twins. And I got this energy of release. So you can celebrate, release the old, let go of it. It is just not in resonance anymore. It has been cleaned out. Let it go. Like if you've dumped it at Salvation Army, if you've dumped it at a donation center, let that energy go. It is not for you anymore. There's no reason to continue to revisit these old memories and these old pathways, these old decisions that you've made, so you can celebrate the new that is here now. And also some messages from Spirit here and guidance on how to bring this union in the physical way and anchor it and balance and maintain it is manifest from your emotional space. So manifest from what it is that you want to experience emotionally. Rather than being so focused on what it's going to look like, what is it that you want to feel? What is it that you desire to feel when you are manifesting, when you are looking, when you're in the energy, and also recognizing when you are in the energy. I had that moment today where I was just laying in the sun, and, I often, when I go into a really relaxed state, visualize, just everything that it is that is on my heart, everything that it is that I desire. And I realized, today that I am so in alignment with that. The energy of that is here for me, and I'm in it now. And to focus in on that so it can expand and it can get bigger, and it can just continue to just be this beautiful unfolding. I'm getting that imagery of the ever unfolding rose that's in this deck that I have here. For the divine feminine, what's on their headspace? They are acutely aware that this is happening. This wizard of awareness energy is like, they know that this is unfolding. What's interesting is that the divine masculine is really keeping this risk under wraps, but the divine feminine is aware of it in her own way. And when I say her, him, he, she, that's just the way it flows through me. And they are also on their headspace is just continuing to face their north node, their internal compass, and that they know that all paths lead home is the phrase that they just gave me. All paths lead home. And they are just desiring to really stay on their north node, to stay focused on their soul mission, their soul purpose, and continue to move in that direction. And just being in strong awareness that this is pulling everything into balance. It's beautiful energy. And what's on their heart space is heal the ouch of riding the wave. And so I feel like the divine feminine, we've been talking about this opportunity that's been opening up for the divine feminine, the energy of letting go. This is actually the last pillar of healing that I'm going to be channeling and filming for the Union Mastery class. Is the letting go and honoring the grief process, because it is the process of that cleaning house and making space for what is manifesting in the physical plane. And this is something the divine feminine is really, is on her heart, is on the divine feminine's heart, of healing the ouch, of kind of not staying in that energy of what it is that you've lost, but really honoring the process of letting go, and riding the wave that's coming in, and allowing yourself to move with the tides, and to honor change, and honor this movement. And again, just allowing yourself to kind of flow with the frequencies, flow with what's in balance and what is no longer in imbalance. And this is what's, topping this energy here is this dry desert of really stepping into this environment that we're unfamiliar with, which again is that union template, that energy of unity of the divine masculine, divine feminine, within and without. It's this unknown territory, and this energy of being able to ride with the waves and to align with the energy that is in alignment with abundance and love and joy and passion. This is going to allow us to walk in this dry desert energy on this plane that maybe we're unfamiliar with, because we trust in our ability to ride the waves. And again, just clarifying what I've been saying all along, the divine feminine is really choosing her north node, and moving in that direction and cleaning house of anything that's not in alignment. And the opportunities are unexpected. I think that this is exactly what's being healed on the heart space of the divine feminine, is that the manifestation of this does not look as expected. And that's okay. That does not mean that it's not in alignment. All paths lead home. It is in perfect divine alignment. And it is unfolding as it should, and to trust the process. And I'm getting here that if you're facing your north node and you've cleaned house of the old, be prepared for some really beautiful unexpected opportunities and unexpected visitors. So energy that you maybe had not been preparing for, but tune into your heart, tune into your intuition. What is feeling divinely guided, and trust that. The advice for the divine masculine, this is the energy that I was getting for advice for the divine masculine at this time, is to continue to trust this path. I'm getting the energy here again. I've spoken about this a couple times before, of Aladdin, of in that scene in Aladdin when he was going into I can't remember, but this sand mouth, there's a better word for it, that he was the only one that could enter. And that's exactly the energy and the guidance that Spirit is giving the divine masculine right now, that this is being divinely guided, that they are, they are doing this. They are taking back their power, and they are taking this next step. And I'm getting this message unassisted. They realize that they are perfectly built for this, this soul mission, and that they're the only ones that can do it. So it's this energy of being, we're just all so unique in our own way, and we all have a different path, and it's all part of this perfect puzzle. And I feel like that's the awareness that the divine masculine has come into, and they are aware of, is that their unique energy signature is perfect, and is the key to this perfect puzzle. It's the imagery they're giving me is, in this distorted version of masculine and feminine, those puzzle pieces are all distorted, and so the puzzle doesn't come together quite right. But we continue to, sit in this distortion energy because we're told that's what's right. We're told that's the way that we're supposed to be built. We're told that's the way we're supposed to do things, and then we come into this realization that, oh my gosh, I am perfectly imperfect. I am perfect just the way that I am, and as unique as that is, and that, it's meant to look different. And then realizing that the puzzle can be put together if we all aligned with our puzzle piece design. Wow, what an interesting way to describe that. So that is the guidance from Spirit for the divine masculine, to continue to embrace your uniqueness, your unique puzzle piece design, and that there's only you. There is only one you. and then we're all one together. It's a very interesting message that's coming there for the divine masculine collective. I think that is all of the messages that I have here. Oh, they're telling me, they're saying, let's do a card. I'll close out with one last oracle. Oh, it looks like we've got a missing card here. Your hard work is paying off. We have a new moon in Taurus, I believe on Tuesday. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. I've been getting this a lot as well. I've been very guided to clean out my, to cleanse my body, to be mindful of what I am consuming, what I'm putting into my body to align with these higher frequencies. Yeah, and exactly that. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in, loosen your grip. And I feel like this relates to this energy of cleaning house and letting go of the old, and really honoring this letting go process is, you know, part of honoring that process is not numbing or distracting ourselves from letting go, to really honor that process. And what a really strong message. I know that I have been getting that as well. I've really cut back on anything that is really not honoring my body at this time or isn't in a high frequency, and really cleansing anything that I was using to, you know, potentially, you know, maybe even indirectly distract myself from all of the beautiful things that are manifesting right here, right now. It's beautiful. All right. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and I will see you very soon. Love you.